Well, hello everybody on this Friday. I wanted to show you something fun first. Thanks to Shaun for sending me this from Pelican Lake up near Breezy Point. Maybe you've seen one of these before. They're becoming more popular. I guess a lot of work goes into this, but one of these rotating carousels on the ice, and then you have an outboard motor that slowly spins it. So thanks for that. Brighten up moods, because if you're a snow lover, boy, it's not good. It's been a very mild stretch of weather. A lot of people enjoying that, but we've been nearly 10 degrees above normal, nearly 15 degrees above normal in the western part of the state over the last week. And this is a look at 30-day precipitation percentage of normal. Only the north central part of the state has had some normal snowfall thanks to a couple of storm systems, but most of us seeing just about 50% or so of our normal precipitation. So it's not just that it's been warm, we've been missed by a lot of the storm tracks as well. And talked about this early last week, and we have finished those first 10 days of the month, and it's the least snowpack we've had for the first 10 days of December since 2006, which was the last time we had a trace. And the Weather Service posting this yesterday as well. 11th least snowiest period from mid-November to now. So yeah, we're lacking in the snow department after what seemed like a crazy fall there with those two snowstorms that we had. Big storm to our south. This is the one that should have been ours. Looked like last weekend would be hopeful for us, but it's staying to the south. Low pressure center to the south. Colder high pressure just to our north, kind of squeezing things on the system and setting things up just right for areas to our south. Now it is going to start out as a lot of liquid here for many spots across Illinois and even southern Wisconsin. Been paying close attention to the storm because my sister, nephews live in Milwaukee, and they're going to be right on the edge of this thing. But heavy snow developing from Omaha to Iowa and then into central and southern Wisconsin, and exactly where that rain snow line stays is going to make a big difference in snowfall total. So there's a wide range of possibilities if you're specifically at, let's say, Milwaukee. And then we got another system coming in. Will be coming out of the Rockies early next week, again to our south. So more snow for Oklahoma and Texas, but can't seem to do it here in Minnesota. So this system, the one to our south, is going to be tracking pretty much straight south here across Nebraska into Iowa and again southern Wisconsin. Now this is from the Weather Service there. They're not going so crazy with the snow, and they're keeping it mainly in south central Wisconsin, places like Madison, and that's where they have their winter weather advisories, and probably I think they'll upgrade it to a winter storm warning at some point. But this is the American model, more what they're going off of. But the latest runs have intensified and pushed that snow further south towards Milwaukee. Now this is the European model, and they seem to be discounting this, and I don't know that I would. The European model is pretty darn accurate a lot of times, and it is still producing some very heavy snow in south central Wisconsin, places like Milwaukee. So this is the side-by-side European, and then again the American model, less intense and slightly further north. So it has a little more rainfall versus snowfall, and that's why totals are lower. But another model that we use in the short term, this only goes out 12 to 18 hours, a lot more accurate in the short term oftentimes, has snow, heavy snow, and then turning to rain maybe occasionally overnight tonight, and then back to snow tomorrow. So it has some heavier totals than the American model as well. So the short-term model through 3 a.m., this isn't even through the whole duration of the storm, but just today into tonight, does have several inches of snow in some of those western suburbs of Milwaukee back towards Madison. So it's leaning towards the higher end, maybe more of a compromise kind of between the European and the American model. So active weather to our south, so that's the good news. At least there's some activity. It's just not over Minnesota. That system I was talking about for early next week, again, right through the panhandle areas of Oklahoma and Texas, and they're going to see a sizable snow there as well. We're talking about several inches, maybe up to a half foot of snow with that system. And then a clipper system kind of sags to our south late Monday into Tuesday. That was some hope maybe for a little light snow for us. Looks like just some light snow showers and flurries. Maybe we'll get a trace out of that, but nothing significant. But that snow to the south, yeah, they're going to see, again, maybe up to a half foot of snow for parts of southern Kansas into Oklahoma and that northern panhandle area of Texas. And this is a look at the next 10 days of snow with 3 of the longer term models. European model gives us nothing, zilch. Maybe some for northern Minnesota. American model, a little more hopeful. Tries to give us a little snow late next week, a couple of systems. So this is bringing us to December 20th, just before Christmas, maybe a little bit. Canadian model, same thing, maybe a little bit, but no big storms over us. There are some bigger storms in the offing, though, to the south. We'll see, though. There's a lot of time, of course, yet between now and Christmas. 2 weeks exactly. And Hanukkah already right now. Sorry, it is going to be a brown Hanukkah, regardless. 30s today and tomorrow, And then we are going to see some colder temperatures next week, and that is a little downgrade from what we were looking at earlier in the week, so a little colder air, but that's actually close to normal. Normal high is 27. That's about where we'll be Monday and Tuesday, and then all indications are that we could be warming back up above freezing again by late next week.